Welcome everyone to Neverwinter on PC. My name is Reiner and today I'm going to tell you a bit about the upcoming episode that is now on preview, Rage of Bel. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. And if you would like to see more information or videos about Neverwinter, hit the subscribe button. Rage of Bel is something mentioned a couple times in the past in cryptic dev streams, and it even was mentioned explicitly on the roadmap. It is the first ever episodic content, as people like to call it. How does it work? And what can I get from it? In this video, I will try to answer those questions as much as I can. So first, let's look at how it works. When Rage of Bel is introduced, you can get a new quest at this Alec guy, where you've been a couple times already, Infernal Reconnaissance. This quest will give you this Dormant Forges box, which you can upgrade. I don't know yet how exactly this works, so I'm not going to go into this one, but this is kind of a new chain of scales. And I can also show you real quick. It starts just like this chain of scales in a unrestored version, and it goes all the way up to mythic level here. And this one is actually a little bit better because it seems like it always gives you power and then additionally gives you something else. For example, critical severity by 6%. And the chain of scale also gives you 6% critical severity, but it's without the power. So here you always get the power. So this one is better. And once we can get this thing and I know how to upgrade it, I will show you. Anyway, we got this first quest, and it means what it says. It tells me to retrieve the infernal orders from devils. There are 3 areas marked, and what I did in my first run through is just go to this place, kill 1 demon, and then I got these orders. So let's try that again. And there it is. So it can just drop from any mod, it seems. And here we get our Dormant Forges box. You can you put it on your belt? Yeah, you can put it on your belt, and if you use it, you get 400 power at this point. Not really that great just yet, but yeah, you have to restore it. To restore it, you need a couple of these chaotic writings, which are very easy to get this mod, but I'll get onto that later. And you need this reinforced metal rod, which, as I mentioned, I don't know yet how to make this, but I will tell you later on. So, when you turn this quest, you get a new quest, Chaotic Energies. You have to speak to Makos. He's here. And after you talk to him, you have to collect dark glyph shards from heroic encounters. So you just do 6 heroic encounters. I will do that. So that was a little bit more painful than I wanted to be. But as you can see, you get 3 glyph shards from this ape. And of course you get the regular rewards here. For the other ones, I'm just going to do some minor encounters. I'll be back when I'm done with everything. There's one. There's another one. And that should be 3. At this point, we have to go back to Makos to turn in these of this quest. Alright, back at Makos. Let's turn in our quests. So far, so good. At this point, a new vendor will open up, Alyssa Mizdani. and there you will get these items, and these items are interesting because you can upgrade them. The first version of the item, Insurgencies, yes. Join the cause, and now I directly get the green amulets, and I get this small box of Valenha's treasures, and this box will actually always be the same level or the same quality as the amulet that you have. And this amulet you can upgrade up to mythic level, which means that this box will also grow in level. With this box growing in level, you get better and better rewards, of course. In green level, you can see here you cannot get that much, but I will also show you later on what you can get in mythic level. So let's take it. You can see here I got some blood rubies and this amulet. I also got a new title. And after this you can start doing Ring of Bell. This one we get to later, but yeah, this is the final challenge, which you can also do multiple times. What you can do with this amulet, I'll show in a second. It is here. It is now green, as I said, and it says percentage charged. And this percentage needs to go to 100%. Attune to the dark glyphworks, you can do here. You just interact with this glyphworks, the last one of these 4. So now it has a purpose, and after that you can see that there's some kind of fireball here where you can interact as well. If you do this, you go to a new area where you can kill stuff, and by killing stuff here you get this percentage up. I don't know exactly what it's triggered on. It's not kills, at least not always, and Fluor Instance sometimes makes things go slower, but sometimes also not. It does seem that in most cases when it goes fast, you're not in a very busy instance. So I'm not going to do this, of course. You have to take it to 100, and at that point you can get your blue artifact and blue box, and then you have to get it to 100 again and get your epic artifact or amulet and box, and then to legendary, and then to mythic. And I'm not going to do this again now because it takes a long time. It's pretty slow, and I hope it's a one-time thing, but it will, as I said, upgrade your rewards, so it's worth doing. Alright, as you can see here, on this character I have upgraded my amulet to mythic, and here you can see the final results of this box, and this is one that you get automatically upon every completion of that Insurgence quest, but of course you want to get more, and there we get to Rage of Bell, but that in a second. Here you can see what is in this box. You have companion upgrade tokens, gemstones, rough acid diamonds, a lot of transmutes, of which I have a couple. You can get a companion, which I also got by chance. It's the Valenha's Elite Soldier with a very low outgoing healing bonus, awareness, and some extra damage versus Avernus Devils. Then we have the Slaghound Mount and the Hound of the Forge. We have Dented Metal Rod, which may have something to do with upgrading this thing. We by the way have a Battle-Worn Metal Rod. There's a lot of metal rods, but I didn't get the right one. And then we have a chance to get random rings. And they can be of item level 980, 990 and 1010 in this mythic box. There are a couple of rings that were already in the Avernus, not Avernus, the Undermountain here collections. You can get these and probably also these rings, so you can get all the rings here, but there's more. I got, for example, this Figaro chain ring, which is not in this list. It's item level 990 with a daily perk, which I think is also new. But there's also other rings in there, and it's gonna be a little bit of a pain to figure out which ones. I will be doing a video on this box once this goes to live, because I think I have a trick to open a lot of them without too much grind. But yeah, once you get one, there's no quest anymore once this is mythic. So how do you get more? That's where Rage of Bell comes in. And Rage of Bell you can see in this meter. So when you go to the map, you see this Rage of Bell meter. It's at 40%, and this basically increases when these insurgencies are done. When people are killing stuff here, finishing heroics. This thing works across all of the instances, by the way, so this is global. So it's not just in the instance where you're on, in this case 7, but also when 3 kills stuff here and finishes the insurgencies or heroics, whatever you want to call them, this meter will also go up. This is global. Once this meter is full, a new heroic thingy, actually it's more of a cubal thing, will pop up. I think it's here on the map. It's hard to... No, it's actually here. So here will be a thing where you can queue up for the Rage of Bell, which actually also happens here, but in a separate instance.
Here is the place where you can start a trial. It is an interactable portal at the Siege Heroic encounter. This portal will be open for 30 minutes when the Rage of Bell bar is filled up. When you interact with the portal, you get a dialogue asking you if you want to go in alone or yes. Pick yes if you're in a group. I know it's a bit strange, but it's like that. If you go in alone, you get less rewards than in a group, but we'll look at the rewards at the end. Once you go in, you will be in a separate instance of the Siege Heroic area with your party or alone and one enemy called Bell, Master of the Hellforge. At first, you can just fight him once everyone is in. He's a rather basic enemy. If you have a tank, this should be no problem at all. After fighting for a bit, it seems like over 1 minute or at some HP threshold, I'm not sure yet, he will push everyone towards the entrance. At this point, a couple things happen. First of all, Bell will be immune to damage, and going inside a circle will do damage to you, so don't do that. Second, one person in the group will have a purple ball above their head. This is the person who will be the ball carrier, and he has to carry a ball, ammo, to the catapult. The ball can be found somewhere on the map, but it should be also indicated by a light beam. After picking up the ball, that person who took the ball will walk very slowly. There's nothing you can do about it. All your skills disappear. You cannot dodge or shift anymore. You can only walk or drop the ball. At this point, you have to find the correct catapult. Actually, you can find it earlier. It's the catapult with a name above it. So everyone who doesn't have a ball should look around for the correct catapult. They can tell the ball carrier to go to this catapult. The ball carrier walks with the ball to that catapult and just interacts with it, like how you interact with everything. Do note that during this phase, everyone will leave small fire circles on the floor, which stay for quite a while and do damage over time, so make sure to leave a path for the ball carrier, first to the ball, but that's easy because you can still shift, but more importantly to the catapult, so stay out of the way if you can. After the ball is delivered, Bell will be hit by the catapult and he will take damage once again, and he will destroy the used catapult. At this point, if your damage is sufficient and you get him past 30 HP within the next minute, I think it's a minute, no more ball carrying scenes happen and Bell will destroy the rest of the catapults. If you're not fast enough, you have to do the same thing again. It is what it is. From 30% HP on, everyone will once again leave red circles on the floor, which do damage if you're standing on them. 1 or 2 are actually not that harmful, they don't do that much damage, but they keep stacking, they keep spawning underneath you, so make sure to move Bell around when the area is too messed up. Just get this HP to 0, and at this point you will have beat the challenge. For beating the challenge, you get rough AD, refinement points, Seals of the Fallen, and so-called Infernal Secrets. At this point, but this might be changed, you get 6 Infernal Secrets from doing the challenge alone, and you get 12 Infernal Secrets when you're not alone. At least in a group of 3 and a group of 5, you get 12. I was expecting to get more in a group of 5 compared to a group of 3, but, well, maybe this is still bugged or this will get changed. I don't know. This is still preview, guys. But in a group of 5, definitely Bell has more HP than in a group of 3. When you get out, you're teleported back to the stronghold, and if the 30 seconds has not elapsed, you can do the challenge again to farm more of these Infernal Secrets. You just get all the rewards every time. With 30 of these Infernal Secrets, we've seen before in this video, you can buy one of the boxes. You need to add in 5000 AD, of course, but it's probably worth it. So that is how you farm them. This is so far everything I've learned yesterday. I will let you guys know when I learn more. If you have any remarks on this video or any suggestions on what to investigate next, feel free to leave a comment below and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video.